All right, good afternoon, everybody. How are we feeling this afternoon? All right, we got some energy. Is it nap time? What did everybody went to lunch? We're good? I was just saying that I feel like we need like a hype man. We need like a DJ up in here. Spin it, get that blood flowing. Well, as Abby said, my name is Collin. I am the founder of a company called New Scooters for Less. It's a dealership that I started 15 years ago as a college student that was struggling to get to and from class. I also have a digital media company called Repaint The Wall, where we focus on social media, video, and personal branding. These are three things that have become super passions of mine, and it really all started with New Scooters for Less and recognizing opportunity and seizing that opportunity last year. I also started a podcast, which is very Gainesville focused right now, but it's been growing quite a bit, where we focus on entrepreneurship, telling the stories of the business leaders in our community. Guys, who had a MySpace account in 2003? MySpace accounts, raise your hand. Yes. My username was calling all the girls. Okay, the girlfriend did not like that, but it was a cool username. Right. I've been on, so that was the start of my social media passion, right? That was my introduction to social media. Then this little company started in February of 2004 called Facebook. Okay, everybody have a Facebook account? Yep, everybody. Who doesn't have a Facebook account? You don't have a Facebook account?
Nope.
You're like one of the few people seriously holding out.
Dinosaur?
I respect it. I'm actually pretty surprised. I'm amazed. My uncle is like the second person in the world that doesn't have one. But back in the day, back in 2004, you actually had to be a college student to even have access to Facebook, right? Like the University of Florida, which is where I went to school, was the 21st college to have Facebook. I had my Gators with a Z, Gator Z17 at ufl.edu, and that is how I accessed Facebook. And I quickly realized that this was something that was going to be really big. My company started really right at the same time. New Scooters for Less was founded in March of 2004. And so I have really been on Facebook since the beginning and just quickly realized that this was going to be big, that there was going to be an opportunity here. And I decided I was going to start using these platforms to connect with my customers and build my business. Now, over the lifetime of New Scooters for Less, I kept asking myself, how are we going to go from being this local scooter dealership to becoming the scooter capital of the world? My vision for my company is really, really big. I know that sounds crazy when like scooter capital of the world. Like, dude, have you seen Taiwan and you seen some of these other places? Like, I get it. I don't necessarily think that Gainesville will have millions of scooters. But what I wanted was when somebody heard the word scooter, I wanted them to think New Scooters for Less. I wanted them to think, the University of Florida. I wanted them to think Gainesville, Florida. So I kept asking myself, all right, how are we going to do this? How can we break beyond the walls of Gainesville, Florida? And the answer was video, all right? That's when NS4L TV was born. This was my idea. I was like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go hire a full-time videographer. I'm going to bring them into my dealership. I'm going to start showing everything that's happening behind the scenes in my dealership. I mean, everything. I can recall the time we got a negative tweet from a football player. Football player jumped on Twitter, said something really bad, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? My entire day was disrupted. The entire schedule that I had laid out was not what I, didn't play out like I had intended for the day. And here, my leadership team and I were going through trying to figure out what went wrong, where our service, where we messed up, what I can do to fix it. I'm trying to put out this fire, right? As the owner, I'm trying to put out this fire. And we're recording this. And it was interesting because, here I was as a dealer. Ultimately, I cared so much that I wanted to fix that problem. And yes, we put out the episode, and it shows us getting this problem resolved. Getting that problem resolved, and ultimately just showed a company that had values, that cared about its customer, and we were transparent. We put it out. It's one of the early episodes of NS4L TV. Okay? And if you type that into your browser, it'll take you directly to our YouTube channel, and you'll be able to see a lot of the content that we're creating, and I'm going to get more into that in just a little bit. Then last year, 2018, I was doing this. I decided I was going to do an influencer campaign. I had found a young lady. Her name was Allison. Okay, she was on YouTube. And this is her YouTube channel right now. When I had found this young lady, she had 20,000 subscribers on her YouTube channel. She now has over 122,000 subscribers now. This is only a year ago, less than 2 years ago. This was early 2018 when she had 20,000 subscribers. I reached out to her and I said, hey, I watched your vlog. She's basically vlogging about her college experience. She's talking about, hey, I'm at the University of Florida. I'm taking you through my day at school, just vlogging about her experience. I reached out to her, saw that she rode this really cute bicycle everywhere. I said, hey, I know that you ride this bicycle, but it's just interesting. Have you ever thought about a scooter? You know, I don't know if you'd be interested, but you know, scooters have had a large impact on the University of Florida. If you're willing, and it won't mess up your brand, I don't want you to speak on something that isn't authentic to you. I said, if you're willing, I would love for you to come in, try a scooter, drive it around campus, film it, talk about it on your vlog, maybe talk about how scooters have impacted the University of Florida in Gainesville, and you know, let me know, how much can I pay you to do that? She was like, oh, she's like, Collin, yes, all my friends have scooters. I love scooters. I don't have one myself, but I would absolutely love to try it and do something with you. Guys, it was like $495. I had this young lady come in. She made a vlog about our dealership. She also posted on her Instagram stories a couple times where she had thousands of followers as well. She made a couple posts on her Instagram a couple times, and she did it for like $495. And it's still there. Like when people go, you think about it, think about a college student who is about to go to the University of Florida. They go to Google, they type life at the University of Florida, and they come across her video talking about how New Scooters for Less is the dealer in Gainesville, and that scooter culture is such a huge thing in Gainesville. This is influencer marketing at its finest. And it cost me $500, and that money, I gotta sell one scooter. You know, I'm gonna sell that scooter 10 times, 20 times, 100 times. The thing is, I don't know. And that's what's really funny, is that a lot of people are like, oh, but what's the ROI? How do you measure that? What's the ROI? I gotta sell one scooter, I don't know. Like, that video is gonna be up there forever. All I need is one student to see the video, and it's covered. So this is what, like, she came in, we could put her on a little Genuine Buddy scooter. This is actually a clip from her vlog. She's like, I could do this all day, it's really fun. This is her at the dealership. So just a couple screenshots from her vlog. Now, what was really interesting about this was we had already had our video team, right? We had our video team who was filming NSFL TV. So I asked Allison, I said, hey, I don't know if you would care, but would you mind if I actually sent my video crew out and we would just like to film some of our own content while you're filming your vlog? She was like, yeah, no problem, please do. So we sent out our videos, our video crew, and we ended up making our own video promo because we were the #1 genuine scooter dealer in the country in 2017. We decided, hey, let's make a highlight video showing New Scooters for Less, showing this, you know, cute college girl on a scooter, showing, showing our plaques, #1 genuine dealer, right? And I'm like, all right, this is good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this video and I'm gonna run it against college students in the fall. And I'm gonna say, hey, don't come buy your scooter from the #1 dealership in the city. Come buy your scooter from the #1 dealership in the country. I took that promo video and we did exactly that in the fall. But what was unique about it, or it was kind of an accidental thing that I just did, that I came up with, was, all right, I told my team, I was like, this video is really good, guys. Let's cut out New Scooters for Less. Let's make a second version of this video. Let's cut out New Scooters for Less. Let's insert Genuine Scooter Company, which is our distributor, and let's basically make a version of this video that's for them that has nothing to do with New Scooters for Less. That way, we can just give it to them. They can give it to all the dealers to post on social media, to post in their dealerships on their screens for their in-house marketing. And we did exactly that. Genuine got the video. They're like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. How much would it cost to have you do this for every scooter model that we sell? And then the next day, we ended up doing a contract with Genuine Scooters, making videos for all of their scooters. And that's how our media company, Repaint The Wall, started. So now we do this for other dealerships, we do this for distributors, we do this for businesses inside of Gainesville, a lot of them. And I do this for personal brands. Like my passion is personal branding. So I work with some CEOs like in New York City and Chicago who are building their personal brand. That's a completely different subject, but something I can absolutely talk about in the Q&A. But I want to get to all the points that are very relevant to your business. This is the thing, guys. Most dealerships' social media strategy is below average at best. And so there is still opportunity for you. If you haven't taken advantage of social media yet, there's still time. So today I want to show you the opportunities that you're missing and the mistakes that you're making. So Lego. That's why I put the Lego there. Lego. Number 1, stop selling. Okay? That's Kanye West kissing Kanye West. It's not all about you. Okay? It's not all about you. You guys, one of the biggest things that I see in social media is that we get on there and we promote. Sale, 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 sale. All right? This is so commonplace. It's not all about you. You got to start focusing on creating some value-driven content. All right? We put out content all the time, but we're not trying to shove our sale down people's throats. What we're trying to do is provide them value. That way we can build brand, build relationships with our customers. Okay, that brings me to my second point, which is the focus on using social media platforms as customer service tools. So one of the ways that we do this is with, think about using the messenger platforms as a way to connect with your customers, right? As an extension of your customer service. So this was my business card. Does anybody recognize that little code there? What it's from? That is a Snapchat code. This is why it's important to know who your audience is. My audience is 95% college students. So that's my business card right there on the left side. So what happens is a student ends up buying a scooter. Okay, we do our celebration that I talked about in the first talk, right? And before they leave, take this business card up to them, shake their hand and say, hey, my name's Collin, I'm the founder. This is my business card. If you ever have any questions, if there's anything you ever need, you can reach out to me directly. Every college student has Snapchat. They know exactly what it's for. They put it inside their scooter seat. As soon as they have a problem or they have a question about something, they can't remember when to come in for their first service, they send me a snap. Okay? And maybe it's at 10 o'clock at night. I've had young ladies, 19-year-old college students, break down on the side of the road on their scooter. They pull out that Snapchat card. They scan it. They send me a message. Hey, Collin, I'm really sorry to bother you. I know it's late. I'm hoping that you get this. I'm on the side of the road. I can't seem to get my scooter started. Can you help? And I do. If I'm available and I see it, then yes, I help, right? And these are the things, this is what we're willing to do that our competition isn't. So this is why we've been able to build our business and build our brand. So I use these as customer service platforms. We have it on the back of t-shirts. We have it on all of our receipts and invoices. We have stickers, and we were written up in the Huffington Post blog for, say, small businesses are snapping their way to success because of our use of Snapchat and how we are focused on using this as a customer service platform. Focus on using messengers and social media as a customer service platform. Be accessible. This goes back to using these platforms to reach your customers, right? So this is a couple examples. I don't know if you guys can read it, but these are just messages that I got through Snapchat from customers. One was as simple as, I'm 1 day away from selling Lenny, who once was in perfect running condition, but now I'm having this problem and I'm sad. Me, I respond, well, will Lenny stay running if you hold the throttle just a little bit when you stop? Yes, I keep revving Lenny, he stays running, not sure if revving is the right word, LOL. I was like, I think you just need an idle adjustment. It's free. Why don't you bring your scooter to the dealership and we'll get that taken care of for you. Just communicating with my customers all the time outside, even if we're closed. So those are a couple examples. Very important thing to note, by being accessible, you decrease the chances of negative reviews because customers know they have access to you, right? We know we live in a social media world where if something doesn't go right, what do people do? What do customers do? They go directly to Facebook and they start complaining, right? Oh my gosh, I had this terrible experience, blah, blah, blah. This is happening. I can't get that. Like, they start complaining on social media. They might leave a negative review on Google, right? But by being accessible, you decrease the chances of them doing that, because those customers who have my Snapchat code, they're going to reach out to me first. Say, hey, Collin, I want to let you know I'm having this problem. Can't seem to get this problem resolved with your dealership. Can you help? Yes, absolutely, I can help. Let's get that resolved for you. And you increase sales, right? By building relationships, you're going to increase sales. These customers are going to keep coming back. They're going to ask questions. Hey, when should I come in for that oil change? Hey, what mileage you're at? Going back and forth, and they're going to come back in for that service. Point number 3, engage and build relationships, right? Content. So I'm really big on content creation. I'm going to get into some video stuff in just a few minutes. But content shows the values. That tweet that I was talking about, right? That showed our values as a company. That showed a business owner and a business leader, like our leadership team that cares and wants to get this resolved and make this right for the customer. We put that content on YouTube. Now other customers that are seeing this see, oh wow, like these are the values of this company. Values equal your reputation, and reputation equals your brand. Here's an example of ways that we engage with our customers. So this young lady said, New Scooters for Less commented on my Insta, all-time high. And and she like took a screenshot of us responding on her Instagram. She then tweeted it out to the world, and then we respond back. You tweeting about it is an all-time high for us, right? Join the conversations that are happening around you with your customers. Get in the marketplace. Get into wherever they're talking. It might not even have anything to do with scooters or your business. It could just be in the community in general. Maybe there's some community event going on. Get in there and engage with people. Build relationships. I've had so many people who tell me, oh, you can't build relationships through social media. You can't build, dude, there's people who I hadn't even met before I came here, through social media, hey man, I look forward to meeting you at AIM Expo. Like, let's make sure we get together. Like, those opportunities happen, and I establish those relationships first. Yes, I believe in the power of face-to-face, absolutely. There's nothing better than the face-to-face, but you can absolutely build relationships through social media. Here's a fantastic example of what not to do. All right, so this person tweeted, this is somebody who auto-responded for Delta. Excuse me, Delta, but this is outrageous. I just got sucked through the toilet hole in one of your aircrafts, and now I'm hurtling through the sky. Can I get my money back? This never happens on Southwest. And I don't know if you guys can read it. It's really small. It says, hello, Drew. I'm sorry to learn of this. Can you provide more detail to what occurred? So they didn't even really read it. They just put an auto response. So if you're going to engage online, then actually read and engage. And then create engagement. Like on Instagram, who uses Instagram stories regularly in your business? Okay? If you're not, you're missing an opportunity. Instagram stories are really big. A great way to create engagement. We very often, this had nothing to do with our scooter dealership, but we're talking Gator football. We're University of Florida graduates, right? We're talking Gator football. Guys, what do you think of this that's coming out for Saturday's game? Do you like it? Yes or no? We create engagement. And one of my absolute favorite things to do on social media is to say thank you, right? You guys, we walk around with this device all day long. This is so easy, and it does not take a lot of time, right? So this week, on Wednesday, our team sold a scooter to one of the newest quarterbacks at the University of Florida, okay? And you can, as New Scooters for Less, open up Twitter, start a new tweet, hit the little camera button right here, or actually, first, type @ All right, make a little video, turn it around here. Hey, what's up, man? This is Collin over at New Scooters for Less. I'm here speaking, and I'm using you as an example, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for buying that matte black roughhouse from our dealership this Wednesday. Man, we really appreciate the business. Thank you so much. If there's anything you ever need, if there's anything you ever need, holler at me. Thanks so much, man. See ya. Right? Little video. What's happening? Then you tag them at, and you tweet it. So I just sent a thank you to a customer via video, via Twitter. Super, super easy stuff. Great ways to engage your customers and to thank them. And then point number 4, stop ignoring new platforms. Okay, I constantly hear the same things like, oh, I'm too busy, there's not enough time, I don't want to learn the new thing. I don't get it. Guys, I can't believe how many people, when Facebook really started coming out in the early days, how many people was like, oh man, Sonny, I've had my business for 30 years. I've never had a Facebook account. I've been just fine. Well, you're about to get your ass kicked by somebody who knows using Facebook and who's building their brand there. It's free opportunity. It's a way for us to get in there and, again, build those relationships. So why wouldn't you do so? But guys, I hear this all the time, and I get it. I'm the guy who stands on stage and preaches all the time. Know your audience, know your audience, know your audience. I understand that my audience is college students and that they use Snapchat. Am I saying everybody in here needs to be on Snapchat all the time? No. I'm saying you need to know your audience, know where they are engaging, and build audience. But do I think you should at least have an idea of how Snapchat works and maybe some of the marketing opportunities there? Yeah, maybe it's Instagram. These platforms are aging up. Who in here has a TikTok account? Yeah? 1, 2, 3? Okay. Yeah, I get it. It's for 12-year-olds. But for me, those 12-year-olds become 18-year-olds who go to college. And if there's a lot of brand being built there, I want to be there. I want to be putting my messaging there. Right? I want to be building these relationships. I want to be having that influence early. Some of the other things that we do, a lot of these University of Florida students, they find out that they get in college for the fall semester in February. So as soon as they get on February, they go hashtag UF23. I get it. I'm going to my dream school. So excited. You know what we do? We get in there and we start engaging. Dude, that's awesome. Congratulations. We're so excited to see you this fall. We don't say, come buy a scooter. We say, no, congratulations. Welcome to Gator Nation. We're excited to see you. And we're doing that as NS4L, as New Scooters for Less. So they see, that they see our company name. We're just getting our first impressions of our brand on these college students months before they've even entered our city. Another thing that I constantly hear is, I can never remember how to post or when to post. Guys, these devices are really cool. You can set 80 alarms. This is what I do. In order to get myself in the habit of creating Instagram stories consistently, one of the things that I did was just set a little vibration alarm that said social media post. So throughout at random times, completely random times, it would go off. And if I felt it buzzing, I looked at it. Okay, say social media post. I'm like, all right, if I'm in a meeting with somebody, all right, I'm not gonna stop the meeting and necessarily do it, right? So I'll just bypass, stop the alarm and wait for the next one. But if it's buzzing and there's an opportunity, I'm like, okay, I stop myself and go, is there an opportunity to capture content right now for our brand? Just set a series of alarms. It's one of the easiest hacks that you can do. And number 5, take advantage of YouTube. Who in here is using YouTube regularly? A handful of you guys? Cool. Now, the biggest reason that I believe dealerships should take advantage of YouTube is because Google owns YouTube. Okay? We all have websites. How many of us have all heard the importance of SEO? Search engine optimization. Hey, don't you want, when somebody comes to Google and they Google Gainesville scooters, don't you want your dealership to pop up? Yeah, of course I do, right? We've all been told this, right? SEO, SEO, SEO. I personally think this is the best SEO, right? Here's an example. I don't necessarily have how to strap down a scooter on my website anywhere, right? Nowhere on my website are those keywords there. But somebody goes to Google, they type how to strap down a scooter. What pops up? Out of 11,700,000 results, our video, how to load and strap down your scooter, pops up number 1. Right? They click it, that goes to our YouTube channel. That YouTube channel, inside that video, inside the description, has links to to our website, to our other social media platforms. It's all right there. Here's another example. Go type how to kickstart a scooter in Google. You're gonna find this video, right? And it's a video of me from years ago showing how to kickstart a scooter. Okay, that's out of 31 million results. It's the first thing to pop up. This, to me, is the best search engine optimization. And I always talk about YouTube in terms of content creation and making videos. You put a video. I describe it like a IRA or like a retirement fund, right? Like you put money in. You got that first video. You get views. You get results from it, and then you just continuously make deposits. The big thing when it comes to social media and content creation is consistency. You're going to hear the word consistency a lot. You have to do it consistently. Now, one of the really, really cool tools, for anybody who wants to dabble and get into YouTube, there's this really cool tool called TubeBuddy. This is what we use. There's a lot like it, but the reason I really like this tool is because when you set it up on your YouTube account, you see those little numbers there on these tags? It'll actually start suggesting tags, okay? But it'll also show you these little numbers on the side. So that where it says how to kickstart a scooter, when somebody goes into YouTube and they type how to kickstart a scooter, that video is coming up number 2 on the YouTube search engine. And real quick, that's exactly what YouTube is. YouTube is a search engine. It's just another version of Google, but for video. How to kickstart a moped, it's number 2. How to kickstart scooters, number 2. And what's funny about this is what it looks like. So when you go into YouTube, you type how to kickstart a scooter. That's that second video right there. So there it is, number 2. The first video, we actually own the first one as well. It's the same video. All I'm doing here is testing. Literally, the content's the same. I'm testing optimization of titles. I'm testing optimization of descriptions, optimization of those keywords. One of them has been up there for 2 years. One of them has been up there for 5 years. If you look closely, you'll see that the one that's been up there for 5 years has 153,000 views, and the one that's only 2 years old is already up to 100,000 views. So the first one's actually performing better. It's getting more views just because it's optimized better. Now, the biggest mistakes that I see people making with social media. Number 1, this is really when it comes, this is with video content specifically, is that they are not using captions on their videos. Okay, there's a service that our dealership uses. Like we use this company called Rev.com. I actually have a $10 off coupon up there if you want to use it. But with Rev.com, what it does is it's just outsourcing the captioning. So the captions are the little words that you read when the video pops up, right? So we'll submit this out. Rev charges $1 a minute. So this was a 15-minute something video. They charge $16 for it, and they caption the video. So it just saves us a little bit of time. Now, a lot of people are like, man, $16 on a video. You start doing that a lot, that starts to add up. But yes, but this is all about that Google search. Google grabs these keywords out of the captions. So I want all my video content to pop up first when people are searching on Google. This is optimization of these videos. Research by Discovery Digital Network shows that the captioned videos saw a 13.8% increase in views in the first 2 weeks they were published, and 7.32% over the lifetime. So that's why it's important to me. Another thing is 85% of people do not listen to videos on Facebook. You guys know, like, you're sitting in that business meeting, shouldn't be on Facebook, but you are. Scrolling, right? You see the video. You're not gonna like turn the sound on. You what do? You read the captions. If it has captions. If it doesn't have captions, what do? Keep scrolling. So this is why captions are important. You can actually, with Rev, you can actually we will send the YouTube file, so you can actually give Rev access to your YouTube account. They'll just put it right in there for you. We'll actually download the file from YouTube and upload it to Facebook. So where you actually upload the video to Facebook, that way you can use the same caption file for both platforms. Another big mistake that I see all the time is that people treat social media as a to-do item, right? They're going through, they got to get stuff done. They got a busy day. It's like, check it off the list. Check it off. We were talking about it a little bit earlier. Check it off the list. Social media needs to be part of your strategy for your brand and for your growth. All right, so don't treat social media as a to-do item. Another thing going back is consistency. They are not consistent. We started putting out a podcast a year and a half ago, and it's doing really well. And one of the things that I contribute to that success is it goes out every Monday at 8 a.m. without fail. Weekly consistency. With New Scooters for Less, with this content, you see with all these videos, we're putting out content consistently. Every single day, not every single day. We make, 6 or 7 videos a month? So we try to put 1, 2 videos out a week. That's just video content. We are putting content out every single day. It might be pictures, it might be something else. But we're trying to put out 7, I'd say about 7 videos a month. But we're consistently putting it out there. People get impatient. They expect results quickly, right? I can't tell you, I've done lots of these talks, and a lot of people go, yeah, I got an Instagram account, and I used it for 4 months, but I didn't see any results. I didn't, this stuff does take time. Even with us, when we do our media contracts, we won't do anything less than 12 months. It's like, the best way to describe it is like working out. So I tell people, if I go hire a personal trainer today, I'm not going to have muscles tomorrow, right? Like, it takes time. Lift an iron. I'm going to go meet with my personal trainer regularly, right? But, maybe after a few months, start to feel better, maybe start to see a little definition. But the longer I do, I'm going to start building some muscle, right? It's the same thing. And I also talk about, in the same analogy, when we're talking to clients, I'm like, look, we can be your personal trainer, but after we get done working out, we got to know that you're not going home and eating cake and ice cream. And what I mean by that analogy is that you guys have to participate in your success. So if we're helping, if a company like ours is creating content for somebody, and then the content gets posted, and customers go in there and they start commenting and they start engaging, right? They start sending messages. They see that motorcycle and they see a direct or they send a direct message. Hey, I saw the motorcycle you just posted. Just curious, how many miles are on it, etc. And then nobody responds. Like, you have to participate in your success when it comes to social media, and this is very much a long game. I know a lot of people, nobody likes to hear that. Like, I get it. We like short-term results. It's way more fun. It's way more fun to make the promo video, right? Put it out there, target the audience, see people getting the offer code or whatever, coming into the store and buying the cycles. I get that. But that's the short-term game. Branding is the long-term game. It's what people think about when they hear your company's name, what are they thinking about? It's the reputation, it's the brand, okay? The content creation goes to building that brand. Another big problem that I see is that when they are posting, or they think posting is enough, you guys, you have to spend money, okay? You can't just have a Facebook page, you can't just have an Instagram account and just make posts and think that everybody in the world's gonna see it, right? Now, in the early days, who had Facebook page when Facebook started putting out pages immediately for their business? Or when they started doing Facebook pages for business? You guys got one. Raise your hands high, please. So a good handful. I mean, when Facebook put out Facebook pages initially, if you were one of the businesses and you got on there and you started posting content on your Facebook page, it was getting seen by everybody. Why? Because Facebook wanted to push pages. They wanted businesses to get pages, right? So they're putting it in everybody's feed. Well, over time, what happens? It gets saturated. Everybody has a Facebook page. Well, Facebook doesn't want to turn off people who are going to Facebook and scrolling. They don't want people to get in there and see just business pages all the time. So they stopped that. Now if you want your Facebook page to get seen, you're going to have to spend money. Now, I heard Jay in the last session talking about boosting posts and that kind of thing. I agree with him. I don't think the answer is necessarily just boost posts. Now, I will say, if I post a piece of content that's not sponsored, if I post a piece of content and I see people engaging with it, and it's getting a lot of organic engagement, to me that signals that this is resonating, and I will go and boost that post. And it has evolved a little bit, you can target with a boosted post on Facebook as well. But creating ads in Facebook Ad Manager and creating sponsored posts, this is what you need to do. You guys can create targeted audiences. We buy the email list from the University of Florida. We upload the email list to Facebook, and we target college students. Now, that's one of the things that we do. We can target people who are employed. They say that they're employed at the University of Florida. Well, maybe we target Vespas to, employees at the University of Florida. That's the capability that you have with social media marketing, with Facebook marketing, which is where a lot of your audience is going to be. I know that a lot of your audience isn't on Snapchat like mine is, but virtually everybody's is on Facebook. And the targeting capabilities are incredible. And it's worth the money. That's the advantage where you don't have that advantage with radio. You put something on, you put an ad out on radio, everybody hears it. You don't know who's hearing it. But this, you can specifically target the right demographics. So spend money, especially if you want your content to be seen. So, quick summary, stop using social media to promote. Create value-driven content. Focus on customer service. Start building those relationships through the social media platforms. Don't ignore new platforms. Take advantage of YouTube, which is a huge opportunity. I know that YouTube came out in 2006, but it's, like I said, because Google owns it, so much opportunity there. Caption your videos. Create a social media strategy, not a to-do list, and be consistent, patient, and spend money. I want to spend the last little bit of time that we have together to answer any questions that you guys might have about social media. Any questions? Yes.
So, Instagram and Snapchat. So, up in Fort Collins, we have CSU and Boulder College is close by. We've got Greeley College. Would we tag it in a special way to get it seen if we're not already using Instagram and Snapchat to get the college students involved?
You're saying you don't have accounts?
Correct. We will be.
Yeah, I would start with Instagram. If I had to say which one to start, I'd say start with Instagram. Facebook owns Instagram, so where you do the ad management, you just look up Facebook Ad Manager, you're gonna find it, right? You can basically create Instagram ads in the same place you create Facebook ads. Now, a lot of people are gonna make one type of ad and push it to both, push it to Instagram. We actually spend the time to create the content for the platform. So like Instagram stories, you guys know, are like vertical videos, right? Like we'll format it so that way it's vertical and takes up the whole screen. And like maybe who's seen the AIM Expo promo that's gone out, like on Instagram stories? Like, right, it's the video and then it has like the text in it. That's just pushing the same message to both platforms. But that's where I would start, is Instagram for sure. And guys, also when it comes to targeting, I know like a lot of people don't think about this kind of stuff. But you know, if you were making a video, this is where ongoing content creation is so great, because if you had a video and you actually made the video, say the promo video had female riders, right? You could take that video with a female motorcycle rider and target females, right? Like I like that I like that. You could, an example of some of the stuff that we do with New Scooters for Less during college time, we'll make an ad that's targeted to college students. Then we'll make an ad that's targeted to mom and to dad. And it'll be like, and even in the copy of the messages, we'll say, hey mom, hey dad. You know, we'll create different messages for the different audiences, and really, virtually, we're making 3, 4, 5, 10 of the same type of ad targeted to different audiences. Yes?
So in all your videos, you know, there was a time when they should be slick and sexy, and then it switched to it should be more raw and authentic and genuine. What do you see happening with that trend?
You know, so it's funny because with our media agency, we work with brands who do both. You know, some brands have a very polished look. They're going to spend more money to get the higher production value. You know, I think that there's just so much opportunity in being very raw, right? Like people ask me all the time about, they think they have to have the fancy cameras and the fancy lighting and all this sort of stuff. But I remind people, guys, the most viral video of 2016 was the girl in the Chewbacca mask. Like it was, yeah, remember? Like it was very off the cuff. It was a Facebook Live video, and it was the most seen video in 2016. I mean, you're talking about super raw stuff. And so we do a little bit of both. We create content and we document, right? So we'll have the cameras following us around the dealership and capturing content, and then we'll take time to think about what our audience wants to see. So a good thing might be like a scooter comparison video. There's a video we recently released that has 3 different retro scooters that we sell, and we went through, we compared them. Talked about, hey, this is why you might want this one over this one. And just, you know, and that was a little bit more polished. It has, you know, we even have some drone footage of like Gainesville and some other stuff in there, you know? So it's both for us, but I don't think there's anything with doing raw video all the time. You know, if that identifies with your brand, it's okay.
For YouTube optimization, other than TubeBuddy, what are some important things other than paid to get your views up? What are some things that you can do tip-wise?
Dude, like the biggest is just consistency. It really is. I mean, it takes time. Like when we started really putting out consistent content a few years ago, actually, it was early 2017, so we're about, you know, almost 3 years in now. I mean, we had 300 subscribers, and now our YouTube channel is at 2,300 subscribers, and it climbs every single day. You know, and what I do know when it comes to creating consistent content is to go from 0 to 1,000 takes a lot longer than it does to go from 10,000 to 20,000. You know, we start to see more subscribers every single day, and they're the subscribers that we want. They're the subscribers that are in the scooter world, right? They enjoy this kind of content. They're looking at our how-to videos, how to fix this yourself. You know, and it's funny because I hear like, oh, you're teaching somebody how to change the light bulb on their RX-50. Well, they're not going to come to your business anymore. Guys, I could go and YouTube how to do an oil change on my car. I ain't getting these hands dirty. You know, like, I mean, there's just audience like that, right? Like, there's people that, sure, maybe a couple of them end up doing their own oil changes. But instead, you're building brand. A lot of people are going to see that. They're going to see these videos, and they're like, oh, man, like, this is great. This is very informative. You know, this is the kind of business that I want to do business with. So don't think that by creating or teaching people how to do their own service work, it'll keep them from coming to your business, because it won't. Any other questions? Yeah.
So you talk about consistency.
Yeah.
You said you do about 6 or 7 videos a month, but more posts than that. What's your frequency of posting?
Oh, we post every single day.
Once a day, 3 times a day. How much is?
I recommend I think once a day is important. We'll sometimes do 2 or 3. We schedule out content, So we will definitely schedule out content based on events in the community. Like there's a Gator game tomorrow. I'm sure we got some community, some posts going out about Gator football and maybe even about our hours. Different things, content, whether it's graphics, pictures, video. Like Jay was saying earlier, like video is super important. Like if you're not doing video, I would highly recommend incorporating video into your business in some form or fashion. But I think it's different for everybody. Like I think once a day is good. If you can do more, then great. I'll tell you this, you can't put too much content out there. I think that's one of the biggest falsehoods there is. Like people are like, oh, but you post 8 pieces of content, like you're gonna irritate your customers. No, especially on platforms like Instagram, unless you and I are best friends and we're engaging with each other's stuff all of the time, you could post 8 times and I'm not gonna see it. I might see a couple of them, So just keep that stuff in mind. Yes, sir?
Are you using any type of a buffer or anything like that? I'm going to backload, say, 10 posts, and then I'm going to put them out at prime time.
Yeah, there's several platforms out there. Our team uses eClincher. Personally, I still want to find something a little bit better. It's okay. I still haven't quite found the one that I like. I like different things from different ones, of course. The reason I think we went with eClincher was because of the ability to schedule out video on Instagram. A lot of them weren't doing that at the time. I'm sure that some of them have evolved, but you weren't able to schedule out video. But now even Facebook has evolved. You can connect Facebook through your pages or through your business manager. You can connect Instagram posts on Facebook and schedule them out there. And now you can schedule out Instagram TV videos as well, which is something that we do. You guys posting on Instagram TV? Anybody in the room? Yeah? Cool. That's just a way to make more longer videos in 60 seconds in vertical format on Instagram. And you can even select to have it show up in the feed like a preview. So I definitely think that's a good opportunity too. Yeah, that's what we use. Yeah.
I tend to have a short attention span when I'm consuming social media, and speaking specifically to video, if my attention isn't captured right away, I'm just going to scroll past it. So what advice do you have to capture somebody's attention and maintain it so they're not scrolling past your videos?
Some of the things that I have done, especially specifically with like Gainesville, just targeting Gainesville, is there's been times where I jump and then we put text on top of it. So it's like, hey, Gainesville. You try to like get their attention really quick. I know that we've done that a couple times. But I always look at the things, some of the stuff that we do with NSRL TV, like the drone footage, those first shots where it's just like, oh, wow, this is cool. You don't even realize that it's a scooter video at first. It's more, you just recognize a drone shot of Gainesville and it kind of grabs your attention. But yes, sir.
Going back to your question, somebody's question about, you're selling scooters at a store.
Yep.
Your business is a specialized motorcycle part. Do you still have to post every day, every week? What is it? When you're not selling a number of different products, you're selling 1 or 2 or 3. Is it still important to post each day with a different caption, different photos, different?
Guys, I really think it all comes down to what it is that you want for your business long term, right? So you have to reverse engineer your goals. I constantly find a lot of business owners who don't know what their goals are. They don't know what they're trying to accomplish long term. So I always recommend starting from your goals and working backwards. If you're building relationships with your customers, then those customers are going to keep coming back. So is this a thing where you sell like that part one time and they're never coming back?
Not necessarily, but.
Okay. I believe in customer retention. I want those customers to be customers forever. And think about it, that's even tougher for us, right? Because we live in a college town. These are kids that are buying scooters. They buy them, they're there for 4 years, they graduate. So what I'm telling my team is like, we're not doing our job unless those kids graduate and they're bringing their kids to us. I want to be this scooter family where these people are like, oh, you got into the University of Florida, we're going to go get your scooter from New Scooters for Less, because that's where I got my scooter when I went to the University of Florida. So I believe in that long-term vision for our company, and I want to keep customers forever. So for us, the answer is yes. I would probably have to learn a little bit more about what your objectives are, but I absolutely believe in content creation around that. I don't know if you can show video on how to install the part that you're talking about, different things like that. But there's lots of opportunities. And you guys, you'd be surprised when you start asking your customers what they want to see. I mean, a lot of our YouTube videos, people comment, when they comment, always respond back. But
even the trolls.
I mean, I like to use GIFs with trolls and play back on them. But I mean, if they're just really, really trolling, you could always delete it. But I like to engage those conversations. But what I was gonna say was like, on our YouTube videos, a lot of people will ask a question. They'll be like, hey, like I really love this video. Could you also do a video on how to, de-restrict a genuine motor scooter? Or could you also do a video, how to strap a scooter in the back of a truck video, somebody commented on that and said, this is really great, but could you actually show how to do 2 cycles in one truck bed? So we made another one that shows how to do it with 2 scooters, So we listen to our customers, we ask them what they want to see, and then we create content around that. So any other questions? I know we're running out of time. I can definitely stick around if you have any questions. Come and see me. You guys, I absolutely love doing this kind of thing. I'm super passionate about social media. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel at CollinAustin.tv, and I'll put these videos up there for you in a couple weeks once we get them back and get them on. And if you don't mind, please, honest feedback. I want to know what provided you guys the most value. I hope I can come back and do this again sometime. And thank you so much for your time this afternoon.